My name is Fern-Star, and I'm a dyslexic person. In the title, it obviously says I'm a dyslexic person. And so you might be wondering, Fern-Star, why are you making this video? You're not even a YouTube animator or anything. Is that no one really talks about this, and also that kind of just want to share my experience with how this can affect people's life and how it has affected my life. Today, I will be talking about being a late diagnosed dyslexic person. Was little, I always had trouble pronouncing certain words or spelling things in the right way, and even reading sometimes was a struggle for me.
Does he know about the D-O-R-E? The door.
These things really did affect me when I was growing up, and they still affect me even as a person as in their early teens. Lots and lots of examples of my dyslexia affecting my life, but something that has always been here and still affects me to this day is how I spell and everything. And you might be asking, how am I even making this video as a dyslexic person? Well, the simple answer is that I'm not a severely dyslexic person. Dyslexia and different people can look different, obviously. And so if we say theoretically I have a dyslexic friend and I'm dyslexic myself, they might have a harder time struggling to read because they could have more severe dyslexia than I do, because I can still read just with few mistakes and small mishaps. Now that I've covered most of the basics for me at least, I will be getting into some stories about my dyslexia growing up. I was in around, I think it was first grade. We'd have spelling tests and they'd go a little something like this. Really tell this sucked, and you might be asking, why was it so important that you had all these things in order? Because if I didn't have any of this in order, I wouldn't get any credit for all the stuff I did. And as you can tell, I would constantly mess up the words and mismatch their order. So I'd constantly having to be redoing the whole thing while everybody else got to have free time. Being dyslexic can be really down-putting, and especially when it comes to my lefts and rights. This is really an embarrassing thing to this day, but I have a really hard time telling my lefts and my rights. But I am trying really hard to fix all my mistakes whenever I do mess up. It's always been really awkward, whenever you're walking and somebody's biking and they have to say left or right so you don't go over there and get hit by them. I would never know which way to avoid, and it would suck because then I'd have to look back and literally check to make sure I wasn't gonna run into them. My mom would always be trying to help me learn my left and rights like a normal mom would do for a child. But it never ever worked. I'd always be confused. We tried the one with L's with your hand, the one with B's, and so many other different pronunciations to help me learn. But they never worked, and it sucked. I think if I say any more, I will go past my limit of editing that I can handle by myself. So I will be ending off this video right here, but if you could all subscribe or at least share this video or like it, that could really help, as I'm a small content creator trying to get bigger every day, and I'd really appreciate it. Of course, if you can't do that or you don't want to, that's totally okay, and I don't mind at all. But I will be ending this video right here, so I hope you all stars have a lovely day, and make sure to remember that you are loved.
that end in IE are actually so adorable. Yeah, like cutie, sweetie, cookie.